Well, hello guys. Today we're going to take a look at my Lego b-daman. This is, if you know, I like Beyblade. I made Lego Beyblade, so it would be the most obvious choice if I do b-daman Lego version. This is an actual working brick build. Now, what b-daman is like you have these like figures and they shoot marbles out of their chest. And as you know, there is already a Lego b-daman made by Rollout Reviews, but that is with using the Sphere core design for Spheres. Mine is completely made out of brick builds and an actual spring, like kind of an actual b-daman. That was the whole idea behind this. So yeah, and I also gave it like a cool visor, which I will give it a sticker one day to make it look really cool. And it also loads behind the back. But this isn't technically a power type. This is more of a normal like balance type. Or yeah, there's really a balance type in b-daman. So yeah, these are all the parts for my build. This is the headpiece. Yeah, it's already falling apart. Don't worry, it won't happen to yours. I use from the insides to keep the marble, because the marble's gonna like load in, and to keep these pieces keep it straight with. And I use normally like this piece for keeping it all for like making this stay much better. So the marble, and also one down piece at this exact angle. I will show all the parts that you need to build this, and there goes loading in the front core like that. Yeah, and now the legs you can pretty much do anything you want with. You can make like a big ass legs, and like it doesn't really matter too much. Here's the most complicated part: the core. Now I built the arms kind of inside the core. As you see, these arms are built kind of in. Yeah, you can technically like take these off and replace them with anything else you might have in your Lego collection or something like that. And here are also some pieces you could actually like make a one-handed trigger, but I don't know how. And I might do that later in my Lego life. And also the trigger, the whole core configuration itself. The core configuration is used by those two small flat pieces that is used for keeping the marble inside and also shooting. Now, yeah, for how the whole parts actually work, let's just take an actual look. I use this configuration to just make one whole part. I also use like a peg for like keeping the arms also a bit more stable. So yeah, and I also use like these tiny bricks, these tiny flats to just attach behind it, and then it would give a tad bit more resistance to the shot, and also a bit more tension, so it gets a tad bit more power. And it's the exact same on the other side. So yeah, that's really it. No, not really it for the core. Now I have to explain the trigger. Oh yeah, I use an actual spring on this trigger. Now this is my trigger build. Now you might be asking, this is the actual trigger part. For the trigger, it's converted with one of these. It's all built within the mind of using these pieces with one of these, and yeah, that's really trigger in a nutshell. And I also use whoopsie doopsie the camera. This is like the main trigger part. I prefer square because that gives a tad bit more power. And this kind of spring. I don't know which type of spring this is. I'm not a springist or anything like that, but it works. It works, and what works works. So yeah. And I also use for actually launching the marble, the main part of the trigger. I use this one, which is yeah, yeah, it's a good piece. Although you could use like a cross hole here, but that doesn't really fire as smooth unless you like wear that down and such. And that's really pretty much it. For the rest of the build, like I used like flat pieces to keep the marble for a bit more free rolling, so that it will not get stuck while shooting. And really, the rest of the core is built by these plane pieces. These were originally from like a Lego plane, and then yeah, I use them for building this. And really, that's pretty much it for the Lego build. So let's test it out. I'll be using Hasbro b-daman just because I don't want to damage my glass ones, and secondly, I think they fit the Lego style a bit more. And this is the first attempt. Come on. Yeah, it really went just halfway there, as you might see. Wow! Okay, we're gonna do a target test. This target has also 3 b-daman, which is really epic. Really? Oh, oops. Well, this Lego b-daman doesn't like to rely on its, doesn't have really its own power as I have to explain it. It's more like your own strength. How hard you fire, the b-daman will fire exactly as hard. But yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, you saw that was me actually weak launching. This is me actually strong launching. So you need to have strong Markiplier level muscles. So yeah, and overall, I originally didn't want to publish this because it's kind of not that great. But after some thought, I hope you I want to actually share this eventually, because this isn't a half bad build, and I hope you guys can like improve it and show off that it could be done a brick build. Lego b-daman, but I personally prefer the rollouts version of this Lego b-daman, but yeah, it's okay. I did it well. So like, comment, and subscribe, or else I know where you live. Oh yeah, almost forgot. These are all the pieces you're probably gonna need for building this motherfucker. Good luck with that.